Welcome back to Cruise1st TV, on air 24/7 on our YouTube and on our website, plus of course on your telly all day long until 10 p.m. daily here on Sky 681. Now in this show we're sailing from the UK with some whopping bargains to be had.
Oh my word, I can't believe the deals we've got here, and it has to be MSC for this show. Wonderful cruising from our doorstep from the back end of this summer, with a week of Norwegian fjords cruising coming up for late August, and cruising the magical Med for 2 weeks at the end of September, all on the way.
I could just do with a 2-week cruise now, couldn't you? I could absolutely do it. And cruising from the UK as well, it just makes so much sense, doesn't it? It just means you can get yourself down to Southampton, nice easy check-in, straight on the ship, and that's it. You are on holiday. Ah, amazing. We're going to start with a bit of a late deal actually on this show before I drift away into dream world. On MSC Virtuosa and your chance for a week of cruising French and Spanish delights, and I've got a cracking drinks package price on the way for this one as well, so make sure you stick around. Off to Southampton we go then on the 22nd of June, not far away. Waiting for us there is MSC Virtuosa, who is fantastic, and we had a lovely cruise as a team, the whole of the Cruise1st TV team. We went on a wonderful cruise, didn't we? Was it last year?
It was around this time last year, hasn't that
That's gone
quick?
so quick, hasn't it? And
it was wonderful. We got on board. Well, look, as we say to you, you drive straight down to Southampton. You've got no airport stress. You have more time for your holiday, because as soon as you're on board, it begins. We didn't even check into our rooms, did we? We just sat. We made the most of our drinks package, and we each ordered a drink, and we sat and we bonded. It was a very important team building exercise, wasn't it, that first drink?
Yeah, it was lovely actually. It was lovely because we very rarely are all in the same place at the same time.
Yes.
So there's myself and Polly and Joe.
We are different people.
And Mr. P and Richard from behind the cameras. And we all had the chance to just sit and have a good old chin wag.
Yeah,
and it was great.
Lovely. It was really, really lovely. It's wonderful, and I think she's a great ship. As we're saying, there is something for everyone. We just saw Do-Re-Mi, that's the kind of kids club character, the kids club on board. We did have a little look at it because we felt we're here, we kind of need to do a bit of a recce so we can talk about it. Well, that's amazing.
Truth be told, Polly, actually the kids club was on the way to the nightclub.
Which was why we did a recce.
It was just pure coincidence that we ran into the kids club, because you have to walk past it to go to the nightclub. There's the Galleria in the centre, and kind of everything hands off the Galleria. The Galleria goes right through the middle of the ship. It's got this wonderful LED kind of domed roof on there, when they can show all kinds of things on there. You know, animations and, you know, different promotions and all sorts goes on in there. And then you've got all the bars and restaurants which hang off that.
And shops as well.
Yes, there's a cosy little pub that you can go and escape into if you want to, which is lovely. So there are nice kind of quiet, serene places to be, but it is a busy ship as well. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, and it sort of all happens, like you say, off the Galleria, and that also turns into like its own entertainment venue itself. Yes. So we all took part in a silent disco one night, which is just, if you've never done one, that's the funniest thing ever. Yeah. There was a white party as well, and that was very lively.
Yeah, it was very, very lively.
Everybody went wild.
But actually, you know, there's nice little places to escape to as well. I think you saw earlier the chocolate shop where they make handmade chocolates there. There's a nice little coffee shop next to that, and it's a wonderful little escape bolt hole. There's a lovely sky lounge that you can go to, which feels a little bit like an exclusive kind of, you know, club where you can see everything that's going on out to sea and down on the rest of the ship. It's very, very clever and very, very smart, and there's so much included for your price as well when you're on board. We'll talk dining a little bit more later, because we're on Virtuosa right the way through this show, so we'll talk more about food, which is very, very important, a little bit later on. So 7 nights out of Southampton.
Arriving in La Rochelle in France, which I never knew was a real place, because when I used to do French at school, they always went to La Rochelle. But it is a real place.
It is.
And there's an amazing medieval lighthouse there. You can take the Tour de la Lanterne. It was a prison as well, and it's spectacular to go and visit. Bilbao in Spain is next, which homes the Guggenheim Museum. It's iconic. It was designed by architect Frank Gehry, and it houses modern and contemporary art. It is a real must-see. La Coruña for Santiago de Compostela is next. The plaza there is the central square, and it's surrounded by really, really impressive buildings, which includes the cathedral, the Rajoy Palace. It's the central point for visitors just to see everything fantastic. A day at sea arriving in Cherbourg. Cité de la Mer is the maritime museum there, which houses the former transatlantic terminal. There's an aquarium. You've also got a retired nuclear submarine that you can tour there as well.
And you could also go and see the Bayeux Tapestry.
Fantastic.
Now, you must have learnt about that.
I remember,
well.
yes.
Yes, but you only saw pictures of it there, didn't you? You can go see the real thing
Well,
now.
we went on an excursion in the Lake District to visit the Quaker Tapestry.
Oh, did you?
Yes, we took it one step further.
Get you.
Amazing. So after that wonderful visit to the Bayeux Tapestry, which I'm sure you learned about in school, you will cruise back to Southampton, and it's just a quick drive home.
Wonderful.
So easy.
Oh, it's like a step back in time. There's like a walk down memory lane on one of these new sparkly cruise ships. How incredible. It does come up soon, actually, 22nd of June for the price I'm about to give you in a moment. But there is another date as well. You can go on the 6th of July as well. So you can call if you want the price for that. But the price I am about to give you is no way the price of a week's cruise with any cruise line. So let me just show you straight away, because I know that people are paying more than this sum of money for less than a week's holiday, for maybe a coach holiday here in the UK, where most of your journey is travelling with a bag of your chosen boiled sweet. Do you know what I mean? But you're spending a lot of time on the coach travelling from A to B, and then going to probably pretty average hotels along the way. In the UK. No disrespect to that, people enjoy those holidays, it's wonderful, but all I'm doing is comparing the price tag and kind of saying you can have a brand sparkly new ship, so much included, you know, you've got your dining included, there's amazing facilities on the ship for you to take advantage of. There's no service charges to pay while you're on board as well. It is incredible. And I have got a bit of a special offer for the drinks package on this one as well. So if you want to take advantage of what they call their premium extra drinks package, which is brilliant. It's basically everything you could want, basically. You go to your bar and so many drinks are included. You just tap your card and that's it, not going onto the account. You can pay for one of those up front at just £29 per person per day, which is ridiculous because this is, you know, this is the real good drinks package as well. Premium extra, as the name suggests. So you think about it, £29 per person per day. You go to a half decent bar and have a half decent gin and tonic or a cocktail here in the UK. How much is that going to be per cocktail? When you're talking £29 per person per day, that's your whole day of drinks, and not just alcoholic drinks as well. It's non-alcoholic cocktails, it's soft drinks, it's other drinks as well. So I'm not talking about overindulging, I'm just talking about getting value for money. If you talk about your average evening, for instance, this is brilliant. Let's look at the upgrade prices on board as well. So if you want to upgrade to Ocean View or to balcony, in fact, look, your Ocean View price is still under £600 each, which is really good. So still way under that £100 per person per night. No service charges to pay either. You know, on cruise ships in general, and I'm speaking very generally here, you pay a daily gratuities or tips. And that's usually a daily charge which goes onto your account. It can be anywhere from £5 or £6 up to £15, £20 a day, there or thereabouts. With MSC, no gratuities. They are included in your price tag, which is amazing. If you want the price for the sailing on the 6th of July, by the way, just call the team on 0800 953 4700. The cruise does actually run in other dates next year and in 2026 as well. So for those dates, you could call for the prices. You could put a low deposit down on those as well, if they're for next year or the year after, and still get a great deal. Or you can go searching on the website. But I don't know about you, but I would rather just pick up the phone, speak to the team and say, right, okay, I want to go roughly here. Can you find me a cruise? Our team will sort it out.
We will sort that for you.
Definitely.
Right, next we've got a journey that never fails to thrill, and it's up to the Norwegian fjords. And again, for this cruise on the 31st of August, we meet Virtuosa down in Southampton. So all you need to do is get yourself there and get on board. Absolutely wonderful.
And you can park right next to the ship as well. The car park, literally, you can look out of your, you know, your cabin window and you can see the car park when you're leaving, which is really good. So that means you literally just take your coach from the
when
car
we
park.
went, you parked in the car park yourself, did you? You did that, yeah. Fantastic. And it was so easy. We had a driver, me and Mr. P. We travelled separate to you.
Yeah, but the showbiz party arrived.
It was the equivalent of the people that go in the private jet. You had to drive now.
Of course, of course.
Amazing. And you teased earlier that we'd talk about the dining options on board. Let's do that, because we really did have some wonderful meals on board. That was the main dining room. That was wonderful.
Yeah.
I think, for me, I could have thought I was in a speciality restaurant, and that wasn't just about the food, it was the styling as well, everything about it. It was just incredible. And for you wanted a drink that wasn't on the menu. They were quite happy to source that for another restaurant. There was nothing that was too much trouble. We did also indulge in a bit of speciality dining as well.
Yes, we did a couple of times actually, didn't we? Because we went to Butcher's Cut, which is the steakhouse, which is just yummy. And Joe was with us, and Joe is vegetarian. Not a problem, even in a steakhouse. Plenty of options there for her. And we also went to the teppanyaki, didn't we?
We did go to the teppanyaki as well, which was a show, really, as well as a meal.
There it is. Good timing.
If you haven't done teppanyaki, you all sit round the chef and it's cooked for you. But the chef is almost like an actor, isn't he? He puts on a show. He's chopping away, doing all these tricks. It was wonderful. We were supposed to catch food in our mouths, which we didn't quite.
We were
but
rubbish
everyone's having a laugh. It's wonderful.
The things he could do with an egg.
Yes, it was spectacular. What about the plum wine,
What
Mr.
about
Marks?
the plum wine? Yeah, the plum wine disappeared rather quickly in my direction, partly because it wasn't to everybody's taste.
Yes,
around
it wasn't
the
for me.
table. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I think I spent the whole evening indulging one at a time.
One at a time.
Well, sometimes two at a time, because who was it? Was it you or was it Joe who didn't quite take to it?
I was okay after one or two, and then I think I passed it on to you. But it was just wonderful. It's just nice to try things, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
That's what's great when you're on board.
And I'll try it again.
Of course. Oh, the robotic bar. Of course,
Rob.
we had a good look at Rob, didn't we?
We did.
Which is just fun to see. Lots going on. We also did stuff in the arcade, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We did some of the virtual reality, and did we do driving as well? Was it like Formula One simulator kind of thing?
That was on your cruise.
Oh, was that on my cruise?
Yes, but we just did that before dinner. It's just an activity to all go and meet and do something fun. Wonderful. So, cruising out of Southampton, arriving in Ålesund. Now here you've got amazing local seafood, but it's all about the fjords here. So you want to take in the views, the surrounding mountains. It's got lots to offer when it comes to culture, nature, and adventure. Really, really beautiful, serene place. Flam is next, which is just known for the world's most scenic train journey, and it travels from Flam to Myrdal, and it offers breathtaking views of the mountains, the waterfalls, the valleys. Very, very special, very spectacular. Haugesund is next. Now, you might want to visit the nearby village of Avlarnes, known as Norway's oldest royal seat. You can explore the Viking history there at the History Centre, and they've actually got a reconstructed Viking farm as well, which sounds pretty cool. Day at sea cruising back to Southampton, and it's just your drive home. So simple, so easy. Great no-fly on the fjords.
Fantastic. And you've not done the fjords yet, Polly, have you?
No, and I really want to. And what a wonderful way to do it, cruising. You don't have to put it together, organise. I wouldn't know where to start, and that is all done for me. It's wonderful.
Cruising's the only way of seeing any decent amount of it. That's the thing, isn't it? Because it is essentially water. The best thing to do is to sail through it, really. It just makes such a lot of sense. And these wonderful deep gorge valleys that you're seeing, the waterfalls in full flow. You're going to Flam as well. Go on the Flam railway if you can. If there's an excursion there where you can take the railway up and do a cycle back down to the port, do it, because it is just magical. It's really, really lovely. I think you'll love it. And there's a bit of a surprise halfway up the Flam railway as well, at the waterfall at Fjords, which I just enjoy saying. Even more with a cold. Sorry, everyone. Anyway, so this is a week at the end of August up to the gorgeous fjords of Norway. No fly, gratuities included, as we talked about earlier. Price tag for this, again, this is 31st of August. This is still considered peak season. Peak summer season, $599. I can remember when I went on my very, very first cruise, and it was an 8-night cruise to the fjords, and it was in 2011, and I think the price per person was 800 and something. Here we are in 2024 with this being available for you at just £599, and that's with tips included. And to this one, if you want to add premium extra drinks included, if you want to add them, you can include them for just £29 per person per day, which is around about half the normal price actually. So do take advantage of that. Book the drinks when you book the cruise, and that means you're all sorted. I think we did the maths earlier. It's about what, 200 quid for the week, and that's your drinks all sorted. So much better to have budgeted for that in advance, and so much is included on that drinks package as well. Now, there is another date on this itinerary as well, and it's the 24th of August this year. And there are also various dates next year and in 2026 as well. All of those you can get the details and prices of by calling our team on 0800 953 4700. But if you want to, on this one, take advantage of that price tag, then call the team and just say MSC 474. But hang on, just before you pick up the phone, if you'd like to go to balcony on this one, it would only be one upgrade price, because we're going to do an ocean view to balcony upgrade on this one. So let's go and have a look, Mr. P. What's the price? 149. So that's what, 749 for an ocean view price, but we upgrade you to balcony. How's that for you? And I tell you what, the fjords are a brilliant place to have a balcony as well, because you get to enjoy the views, you know, from your own private balcony. You can have a glass of wine out there of an evening. You know, wake up first thing in the morning, open the door, sit out, have a nice coffee on the balcony, and just watch the views of the fjords floating by. It's incredible. It's well worth doing. Well worth doing. Well, listen, you've got the best price there on an inside at $599, or you can go balcony there at what is it, $749. Drinks are £29 per person per day for the premium extra drinks. No tips to pay. Can't say fairer than that, really, can we? Absolutely cannot say fairer than that at all. It's incredible. So call us right now on 0800 953 4700. Talking of deals, there's something rather very special that happens every Tuesday here on the channel, Polly, isn't there?
There is, and I get to be part of it, which is exciting. But it's the live Cruise1st TV show. Every Tuesday between 8 and 9, presented by Derek Marks.
Ah, yes.
I'm behind the scenes. It's really interactive. We want to hear from you. You can email in, you can text in. It's instant. Guess who's checking them? It's me. I'm loading the messages onto Derek's iPad. Your photos, where you've been, your comments. We want to hear everything.
Yes, and we've got a wheel over there as well, which I spray with a well-known lubricant every week. And on that wheel of winning is a cruise. And hopefully you could be winning it, but there's only one way to win it, and that's by being there live. So make sure you are with us Tuesday night, 8 o'clock. We've got cruise line guests as well, and sometimes we've got deals or an extra little something which is exclusive to just the show as well. It's the most up to date we can possibly be, because we're 100% live for a whole hour. Tuesday, 8 o'clock, Cruise Deals Live. Make sure you are there, because it's a brilliant show anyway, and I'd love you to be part of it.
It's absolutely brilliant. Right, we've got so many great no-fly cruises with MSC out of the UK. We're actually spoilt for choice, and we still have even more quick picks on the way. But first, though, it's our final feature, and it's an offer for the 28th of September. It's the chance for you to treat yourself to 2 weeks of no-fly magical med cruising on MSC Virtuosa from Southampton. Fantastic. 2 weeks. Oh, what a treat.
Yeah, this is a cruise that you can really get your teeth into as well. And this will be a little bit more laid back. You know, we were talking about some of the Virtuosa cruises. If it's a shorter length cruise, it's going to be more of people are taking advantage of an amazing price. So they're having a really, really good time. So it's quite a party on board. Mm-hmm. When you've got a longer duration cruise, it's more about the destinations. So it's a little bit more low key, but by no means less fun at all. It's brilliant. What happens up on that pool deck during the day is non-stop. There's dancing lessons, there's salsa. I mean, the weather wasn't great on our cruise, so there wasn't much going on up there. But traditionally on an MSC top deck, there is quizzes going on where you can win prizes, there's dancing lessons, there's trivia, there's all kinds of things that are going on, and they've got a big screen up there as well. So sometimes it can be you're watching, a big event or something on there.
It sounds fabulous. And of course the rope course as well, and water activity park as well. We saw the bowling alley, we took part, I think we mentioned, in the arcade games, which was brilliant. I had a sneaky look at the spa, didn't get a chance to have any treatments, but what I've got to say is the treatment menu was amazing. So many, like, so you see, a facial. There was like 10 different types of facial, 10 different types of massage. Just wonderful. There's so many parts of this ship to explore, and I think 2 weeks is just enough time, really.
Yes.
We didn't have long enough. You've got real time to experience all the different restaurants and, like you say, take it at a more relaxed pace as well.
Yeah, it is lovely, and no matter what you like to do, you will find somewhere that you will really, really enjoy being on the ship. In terms of the lounges as well, I mean, if you want something that's, vibrant, lots going on, live music, dancing and whatever, they have a little TV studio in there where there's karaoke going on.
Oh yeah, we saw the karaoke. That was wonderful. Jo had a go. She was
Did she?
fantastic. Little dark horse, that one.
What did she sing, Mr. P? I must have missed that one. I don't know where I was. Oh, have you got a video? I'd need to see that. Can't believe I haven't seen that already.
I think it was a classic 80s tune.
Was it?
It was a ballad one. It was wonderful.
Oh, fantastic. Sounds lovely.
She was a star. Fantastic. But we really did have the best time.
We did. And just talking about the different bars and lounges and whatever, there's a really swanky champagne bar on board, which is lovely because it just looks so elegant. So on that night, or those couple of nights where you're dressing up to the nines, you're having your pictures taken on the Swarovski staircases, it's just lovely. You're going to love this. Right, 2 weeks of cruising then, and we start in Southampton, first day at sea.
Arriving in La Coruña, Spain, head to the Tower of Hercules, the ancient Roman lighthouse. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the oldest working lighthouse in the world as well.
Who knew?
Who knew? Now you do. A day at sea, arriving in Cadiz. Here, head to the castle of San Sebastian. And also, you could just take a walk to the seaside fortress as well. It's amazing. It's on a small island connected by the mainland by a causeway, and you just get real scenic views of the coastline there. Lovely. Malaga next. Now, this is just a great place, but it's got the Picasso Museum because, of course, it was the home of Picasso. You can discover the life and works of him in his birthplace, and it's obviously got a massive, massive selection of artwork while you're there as well. Alicante next. The old town is lovely. You've got those narrow streets of the old quarter, lined with colourful houses, quaint squares, historic landmarks as well, like the Co-Cathedral of St. Nicholas. Really, really nice place. Mallorca is next. The caves of Drac are well worth a visit. They are spectacular limestone caves sort of underground the lakes. You've got stalagmites, and also classical music concerts go on under there as well. Barcelona is next, which is hands down my favourite European city. There's so much to do when it comes to history and art. You will love it. The old port is beautiful. It's like a revitalised waterfront area there as well. Valencia is next. Now you've got La Loña de la Seda, which is the UNESCO listed silk exchange, which is just a masterpiece of Valencian Gothic architecture, known for its intricate stone carvings. Very beautiful on the outside and inside. A day at sea, and then you're in Portugal. Here, you've got to try the famous Portuguese tarts at the original Pastéis de Belém bakery in Belém, where they've been made with a secret recipe since 1837, don't you know?
Good.
Couple of days at sea, arriving back in Southampton, and there you are, you're home. It's fantastic.
Do you know, you and Jo are both obsessed with the pasta del nata when it comes to Lisbon, I've noticed. They are very nice, though. They are very nice. It's not something you can ever make yourself, I don't think, and get the same kind of results. They are very, very good. Lisbon's a beautiful city as well, with the little charming trams and whatever, and the cobbled streets. It's fabulous. Great cruise, right? So you're going to and from the UK on this one, so Southampton to Southampton. So easy. And what a lovely way to end the summer. Do you know what I mean? Well, if we're going to have one, fingers crossed. I mean, we've kind of done all right weather, haven't we? It kind of comes and goes, the sun, at the moment. So it'd be lovely. So you can kind of extend your summer a little bit more with even more sun in the Med over 2 weeks on MSC Virtuosa. To and from Southampton, so very, very easy. Check-in down at Southampton, on the ship, we're on holiday. Fantastic. Service charges, gratuities, tips included, which is really, really good. Oh my word. Okay, you need to see this because this isn't a 14-night cruise price either. Same deal on the drinks on this one as well. £29 per person per day. You can have the premium extra drinks package. Look, $8.99. I mean, that's 2 weeks of cruise. And there is so much that you will find that is included for the price when you're on board as well. I mean, the food offerings, you'll just be like, how on earth is all of this included for the price I'm paying? It is incredible. And what I would say personally, even if you're not a big drinker, and I'm not advocating, overindulgence, you know what I say, responsibly one at a time, but adding the premium extra drinks package for an extra £29 per person per day just means that that's taken care of straight away for you. Very, very easy to do. Here's the details if you want to upgrade, because I've still got some more quick picks to fit in, haven't I, on this show. There are other dates for the offer as well, 13th and 27th of July this year, and various dates next year and in 2026 as well. So if you want prices for those, then just talk to the team on 0800 953 4700. That's a cracking price though. I would, if you can make that 28th of September work for you, I would absolutely do it. Again, you're out of the main kind of heat in the summer, but you can still get some amazing weather in the Med at that time of the year as well. Certainly generally a bit better than here, isn't it? So take advantage if you can. 0800 953 4700. And if that wasn't enough, if we haven't crammed enough into the show already, I've got even more quick picks, which are no-fly ones as well, which is brilliant. So let's start with MSC 487, which is a week of Gems of Northern Europe cruise. You'll have heard about this cruise quite a lot over this year. 7-night cruise on MSC Virtuosa on the 1st of November from £369 per person. That price is correct, by the way. £369 per person. Plus, of course, you can add your premium extra drinks there for £29 per person per day. Other dates from October this year to April next year. Call the team and quote MSC 487 for the top one. MSC 477 in the middle there is a week of Norway and Scandinavia cruising on MSC Virtuosa on the 15th of June. Very late deal this one, just in a few weeks. £599 per person. Again, you can add premium extra drinks to that one as well, £29 per person per day. Speak to the team and quote MSC 477 for that one. And then MSC 478 at the bottom there is 5 nights on MSC Virtuosa to and from Southampton to Cork in Ireland and Portland down in Dorset from just £379 per person. Now that has premium extra drinks package included already with it. I know, 379, you got a 5-night cruise there, going to Ireland and down to Dorset as well, with your premium extra drinks included. So it's a great first-timer taster cruise, get away with, some friends kind of cruise, because the drinks are all in there as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. So call the team right now if you want to book that one. It's MSC 478. If you want more on any of those, then call the team now. Call us free on 0800 953 4700. Oh, we've got the video, Polly. We've got the video. Now, this is Joe in the TV studio. You're going to be in trouble now, Mr. P, I'm telling you now. She's singing Vanessa Williams. We can't play it for copyright reasons, but,
But she was good, honest.
I don't think there'd be any problem with copyright with Joe's version, maybe. But she's singing Save the Best for Last. Aww. And she was last on the night where they, after Joe's singing, they were like, right, let's shut it down now. That's enough. We can't do any better than that. True talent.
Thank goodness I wasn't inspired to sing,
I
because
know.
Nobody needs to hear that.
I know.
Ever.
And it would have been
bad.
on the telly as well.
Oh, yeah. You would
Even
never
worse.
let me live that down.
Your kids would be well proud of that, wouldn't they?
Whatever you do on Virtuosa, you will just have the best time. We didn't mention all the shops in the Galleria.
Oh, that's true, actually. Yeah, lots
much.
of duty-free shopping and much bigger choice than I expected
We
as well.
could just talk about her all day.
That's
because
true.
Honestly, there's so much going on. And
That's
if you
true.
want more, also head to Cruise1st.tv. Loads more Virtuosa cruises there for you as well.
Absolutely. We'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.